So I adjusted some stuff since the last episode. I changed the volume balance, so I made sure that the voices were a little louder because I noticed that in editing. And then I also went through and changed the saturation a bit. So I kind of brightened it up a little bit. We'll see if that works. It's just, trying to make it look as close to what it looks like on the phone as possible, as I mentioned in the previous episode. So far, we're kind of cruising, and I want to talk a little bit about that. We'll get our daily reward here. Gotta love it. Give me a free ring. So yeah, we're definitely cruising when it comes to leveling. Like we played for, I think we technically played for like 20 something minutes yesterday. Not including, sitting around and talking and messing with menus. So in all, we got to level 13. And it's something that I wanted to mention because on the Crusader, I've not played a whole heck of a lot, and I am already over level 30. And I feel like it's cruising, but I should say that the Crusader so far has been a bit of a breeze to play. So it feels a little too strong, but that's a good thing. It feels really powerful, but I'm not sure how the balance will actually work out in the end. We'll have to see once we get to the end game with it. But I feel like I have leveled so quickly compared to the last alpha, and whether that's because I know some of the content or not, I don't know. But it has felt really fast.
Lisa. She was killed when the dead began to rise. I panicked. I ran off, and she got left behind. I heard the locals buried her in a nearby grave.
I'm under attack. All right, what about your, sorry, I had to kill some worms. What about your wife?
My wife.
Yeah.
I heard the locals buried her in a
Will you help me, please? Yes, okay. New event. Let's track that event. Yeah, leveling so far on the monk has also felt really quick. Like, we're level 13. I feel like I've not put a whole heck of a lot of time in so far. But I will say that once I hit level 30 on the Crusader, it did kind of feel like I hit a bit of a wall. Slowed down significantly. And I don't know quite how I feel about that yet. I'm going to have to level another character, so I'll probably level a barb or a wizard. Or maybe a demon hunter. We'll see. I'm probably going to hit all of the classes this time around, but I do want to test and be like, what is actually going on there feel-wise? Does it actually feel like I'm leveling too fast? Because it does feel like we cruised along and, I gotta...
These wretched husks aren't her. Keep looking, I beg of you.
I do have to put myself in the shoes of somebody who's never played a game like this before. The first set of levels come very fast. And I don't know if that might be a little overwhelming with, like what abilities you get.
You would dare bring that coward here? Did he tell you he left me to die?
Ooh.
Locked me inside our house with that ravenous corpse.
It's dark.
I'm sorry for what I did. Fear got the best of me. You have to forgive me. Please.
I don't have to do anything for you, Garrett. After all, you did nothing for me.
Wow.
The path grows clearer.
That was a really dark quest. I picked up some new weapon there. Also, a new belt. I'll take it. And then we got this event here as well. The thing I like about the monk is that most of the abilities feel like you can combo them very well. I should say the Crusader also has felt this way, but not really the Barb. The Barb just feels powerful in general. It doesn't really feel like you need to do any specific combo to be powerful. You just kind of feel powerful from the start. But the monk is nice because you get to like stack everybody up and do your big like AoEs, like, when I get exploding palm, it feels good to do that combo.
So,
You're the one who took care of the undead at our gates. Thank you for that. It's been a while since any visitors have been able to walk through them. But I won't lie, we're in dire straits here. My men's weaponry won't survive another round like that one. Talk to Paulie, the blacksmith, and bring me what he's got finished. Then we can talk.
Okay. So we're talking to the blacksmith. This is all pretty much the same.
Asmir sent you. He knows I can see him, yeah? Well, like I told the last guy, weapons take time to forge. I'm working as fast as I can, and that's fairly fast, all right? I'm sorry. The stress is eating everyone alive. Here, I've got half the lot done. Just take him to the man. Hopefully, that will hold them for a little while longer. Back to work then.
You're back. And with half the order, no less. I wish this were enough, but more and more these undead are rising, and my men are tired. Still, thank you. We will make do. Now, I'm certain you didn't come all this way to deliver me a bundle of swords. What brings you to Guard's Watch?
I'm looking for Queen Asila's former handmaiden. The girl's life is in grave danger.
The handmaiden? Gods, I didn't know. Her home isn't far, just up the trail from here beyond the graves. I'd join you if I could, but...
It's all right. I understand. Don't worry. I will find her.
Cool. I feel like this wasn't voice acted before. Now that I'm like looking back on it, which is fine. I vaguely remember reading that out. Let's go ahead and get rid of all that.
Most
Oh, we can also
something reforged.
I think we have. Oh no, we don't have enough
Oh, well,
common parts or
good
whatever
luck
that's
out
called
there.
in order to upgrade that. But actually, that gave us just a bunch right there. I might be able to. I'm not too worried about it because I know. Oh, yep, there it is. Okay, so the guide is telling me to come back over here.
What can
I knew
do
it.
for you?
And it's gonna tell me to upgrade. I like that the game kind of tutorializes that a bit. It's like, hey, you have enough stuff. Go upgrade an item that you have. So we'll get that rank 2.
Most appreciated.
Cool. That does boost your power quite a bit. And they've done something new. So remember in the last test, I was like, ugh, it sucks to put a bunch of upgrades on an item and then it feels like you're kind of stuck with that item. Well, you'll see later when we get more rare items, it asks you like, hey, do you want to transfer the ranks onto this one? And you can be like, yes or no. And it just feels, I don't know, it feels like it makes way more sense to be able to do that. Because then it doesn't feel like you're wasting a bunch of your time and effort into a low-level item that you're not going to have for very long, right? Oh, there's a rare group in here. Let's go kill that. I like killing rare groups. You get quite good stuff out of it. We'll help this monk do it. Oh, we killed it, and I didn't do enough to warrant any loot, apparently. They're just like, nah, you don't get anything this time around. Oh, there's a guy here that I can res. Someone from Asia Pacific. I like that I can just like randomly help people out. You know, it reminds me of playing in World of Warcraft and, you know, let's say Classic, actually. This is a better example. Playing World of Warcraft Classic, playing as like a paladin or a priest or a shaman or something. And you come across the body of somebody that, you know, maybe you saw the person die or maybe you didn't, but overall you're like, oh, there's a dead person here. And you go and you use your res and you res the person. And then they pop up and they're like, oh my goodness, thank you. That was such a long run. It feels good. I like doing that in games.
Light. Wait, that blood. I'm too late.
Death has a way of following you, stranger.
Hello, Zool. Welcome back. Isn't this where we were introduced to Zool before? Oh, no, it would be at the bridge. Right. Never mind, I don't know what I'm thinking. But that was where we were introduced to Zool before. We weren't introduced to him with Cain like we are in this tech, or in this closed alpha.
I didn't kill her, if that's what you're thinking.
Of course you didn't. No, I recognize my old student's handiwork. The body's still warm, too. You may wish to stand back. Reanimation can be unpredictable.
Okay. Just, you know, don't screw it up, right? You never know what changes. I remember this person talking to us.
Rathma, guide my voice to the soul of the recently slain. Return to us, child. We have one final task for you.
Stop torturing me! I didn't do anything! I told you everything!
It's all right. No one can hurt you anymore. You are safe now. That woman, the one who hurt you, what did she want?
She wanted the location of the Queen's tomb. I told her. I didn't want you, but she made me. They buried the Queen in the old garden, hid her tomb underneath, so no one would ever disturb her rest. I failed Estella. I failed my Queen.
Poor girl. I'll stay here, ensure she's properly interred. You, however, need to get to that tomb. Do not let Lethis near the Queen's body.
Cool, we can do that. Level up.
The gods favor me.
I don't think we get, oh no, we get Mystic Strike at 15. Let's see what this is all about, right? Because I don't remember Mystic Strike. Dash forward 4 to 5 yards, leaving a spirit behind that will return to you, pulling all enemies in its path to you and dealing 340 damage, max 3 charges. So, how is that not just better than Flying Kick? So, dealing 453 damage to enemies in your path, knocking them away. Flying Kick can rebound off walls for an additional 453 damage to all nearby, max 3 charges. Players may only be affected once every 3 seconds by Flying Kick. Let's try Mystic Strike in its place and see how this works. Because Mystic Strike sounds awesome. This is definitely new. I like this. You're right. I like having played the monk in the previous test and then coming here and being like, okay, how's this gonna work? Oh, okay. I see how that works. So if I dash through these guys, it brings them to me. Oh, you know what? I kind of like that. Do I like that more than Dashing Strike? No, I don't think I do. Whoops, hit the wrong button. I think we're gonna go back. Okay, Flying Kick, whatever. Dashing Strike, Flying Kick. It doesn't matter. It's the same thing, right? It's the same thing. Let's just agree. It's the same thing. But I can use Mystic Strike instead of Cyclone Strike. And we could try that combo out. That might work pretty well. Oh, that group died before I could even get to it. The joys of being a second too late. Again, kind of like playing an MMO and you're running, you get into the quest guy that you need to kill and you get there. And as you get there, it dies and you don't have a chance to tag it. And you're like, ugh. No, why? Why this time? It's gonna let me, oh, there it goes. Didn't want to let me in at first. Hello, spiders. You know what? That's kind of cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Is it better than Cyclone Strike? I don't know. I just think it's different. I think it's going to have different uses than Cyclone Strike will. So maybe we go ahead and switch that back out. I like Cyclone Strike because it's got a much larger effect. When did we get Exploding Palm? 20. Okay, that's right. You know what? We'll probably get 20 real soon here. Because again, it does feel like you get quite a bit of XP all at once, and you very much power level. Like once we get to killing Leoric, which I don't see why we wouldn't do in this episode, I feel like that little dungeon does give you quite a bit of XP. So we're probably going to get Exploding Palm.
More of these disgusting spiders.
And be able to try out, you know, the old combo that we were doing with Exploding Palm, which I think was working pretty well. You know, using Exploding Palm instead of 7-sided strike. And then using our Deadly Reach or whatever it's called. What is that ability called? Let's look real quick, because that's going to bother me if I don't know the name of it. Wave Strike, that's right. Using our Wave Strike to kind of pop it worked really well. Oh, hit the wrong button there. Dash away. Do that. That feels good. Really? That was a chest of nothing. No!
The Queen's spirit will lead the way to the Black King, Leoric.
Kill him. Kill him dead. Die, skeletal mage.
I must exercise patience.
Soon my master Lethis will have his wretched soul, and the damned shall bow before their new monarch.
Try to avoid those. You know, now that I'm doing this with the monk, I will say that the Crusader definitely feels very overpowered in comparison. So the Crusader has, and again, I'm going to do a full video on this. Once I hit max level, I'll show you the power that it has. But it has consecration. So just like in Diablo 3, it throws in a little area that it deals damage to enemies, essentially. That's the purpose of it. But the thing with it is that it does so much damage and has such a huge AoE effect that it benefits from comboing things into your consecration. So
Her task will not be halted. The ritual is underway.
well, you did. So like you utilize the
The mansion can only be to the north. I have to hurry.
you utilize the shield throw to or shield toss, or whatever it's called, to pull people back to you, because that's what it does. And you get them all in the group where you want them to be, and then you throw consecrate down and everything just dies. It's like really, really good. That was weird. I was stuck in a tombstone for a second there. But it's nothing we can't handle, because we can destroy doodads in Diablo, and it feels real good to do so. Group all this up for this guy. You know, in fact, I think a monk and a crusader would be a very powerful combo, because you can use Cyclone Strike to group everything up, and then use the crusader to just blow everything up. And especially with the monk using Exploding Palm, oof, man, that feels real good. I don't know how it would work in PvP. You do have Zen Shield, which would be a nice combo in PvP. But right now, I do feel like I really want to find very broken combos in PvP.
Not yet, not yet.
And exploit them a little bit. Because I think there can be very, very broken combos.
Ah, hello again. I assume you followed the surge of energy here as well? Lethis never did have the patience for subtlety. Come, we must find the source of this profane rite. At its apex, we will find my wayward apprentice.
Cool. I guess we're just gonna go in and do this little event. This thing's not easy. The Bone Golem does a lot.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Let's blow him up with our Wave Strike, though. I could use my little ultimate ability here, but I think I'm gonna wait for the next big thing that we have to kill. Because I remember we have to kill What's-Her-Butt, and that's quite difficult.
Barrier. Quaint. Well, there are always 3 of these rituals. Go and put an end to the others. In the meantime, I'll go and keep Lethis occupied. For my sake, do try to be expedient.
Okay, we'll do that. Thanks, Zool. I do want to group as much of this stuff up as possible and just kill it. Because I feel like it's really powerful for leveling, just to kind of kill everything as you go. And it makes more sense. It's like, you know, again, more World of Warcraft references. If you're playing in Classic and you're on your way from point A to point B, it's usually much more efficient to be killing things along the way than just running from point A to point B. So that's what we're going to try to take as a rule of thumb, especially because in the technical alpha, there was a point in which you kind of hit a wall for XP, and you needed to go and do other activities in order to get enough XP to move to the next area. From my understanding, that's not the case anymore. But, you know, we want to make sure we have enough XP, that we're in the level appropriate areas. I see the little skull there on my map. I don't know what that's for. So I think what I'm going to do is just come back here after I'm done doing this this quest over here and see if that has spawned or what's going on with it. It's possible that it's just not activating whatever it happens to be. Okay, this is the blood golem. So I believe after the blood golem, we have Lethis. And that is definitely something that I want to save the ultimate for, because that, remember when we did it in the last alpha, we like almost died. Not easy. And for single target damage, like killing bosses and whatnot, with the monk, if you're using the flying kick, I think that it's going to end up being vital to start learning where all of the little wall areas are in the dungeons especially, but you know, also in the open world, especially for PvP. Because getting your flying kick to actually bounce and do the double damage is pretty nice. Like, that guy definitely didn't look like he was up there. But we'll group all this together if we can. Dash through. Do that.
Requesting possibilities.
This feels really nice right now. Yeah, like I don't really feel like I'm at a disadvantage, which is what I did feel like in the past test. Also, I don't think I mentioned this in the previous video, but you remember how it was really annoying to cast Wave Strike because it would do like the snap, where it would snap from one side to the other, as opposed to doing what it's doing now, where it kind of moves like around the edge like it's doing, because I would reach that halfway point and it would decide to suddenly be on the other side. That got fixed, which is great, because I did indeed spend like 10 minutes ranting about that on my feedback video. And yeah, they just essentially fixed that. And that feels real nice, because it was not fun to feel like I had very little control over where I was aiming. And I like that they don't have controller support in yet, but that they're improving the touch controls enough that it's getting to the point where I don't feel like I need to have a controller hooked up.
Gods favor me.
Although it would be really nice. Because, you know, they have like accessories for the Xbox controller that attaches your phone to the top of the controller. You're just holding the controller and you have your phone attached to it, which is way better to hold than the phone. Not that the phone is bad, but I get serious neck and lower back pain while recording because I'm like looking down at my phone for 30 minutes. It's not the greatest feeling on the back.
Damn you, Sewell. Always so persistently afraid of my talent. Well, no more. I am beyond you now. Soon, Leoric's soul will be mine. And with it, I will be the greatest necromancer alive. Rathma himself will fear my name. And you... your suffering begins now.
Okay, let's go ahead and pop our ultimate ability. And just try to blow it up as quickly as possible, because I really don't want to have to deal with taking a bunch of damage from her. It's this that really did a lot before. We can actually get in between there and do some damage. There we go. Much easier.
It is done. The breach is open. You cannot
And I don't intend to. You are my target, Lethis. My failure to put down.
Please. You can no more put me down this time than you could the last.
Hey, look, it's Tetris Man over here. I don't know what icons those are supposed to be, but they do look like two Tetris blocks.
Strength from the Skeleton King's essence. You must go inside and break the tether that connects them.
And how would I do that?
Kill Leoric. You'd be surprised how often that works. Lethis desires dominion over the undead. The power Diablo left within Leoric's blackened soul. Put his spirit to rest, and the rift will go inert.
My apologies if I just don't know what's the word I'm looking for? What iconography those are, or what letters those are, if it's from a different language. But it also could simply, oh, here's another echo. Chaotic, look, everybody's here. It's just one of those things that I think it's just a weird blocking issue.
Aside, but I found the shard. I found purpose. The Queen's spirit would lead me to Leoric. And the power to rule over the dead. I will be vindicated. Leoric's soul is the key.
I love those things. I really hope Diablo 4 has some of them, just to kind of add consistency across the games. I think they're called animatics. I don't think they're technically cinematics.
In this haunted realm. It's time to put his wretched soul back to rest.
Yay, level 18. We're almost there. We're almost at 20.
That ability is not yet recharged.
This is such a cool little dungeon. I think it's got really good pacing because you get this boss here.
I will deal with this.
And you get like the pretty fun build up to Leoric at the end.
Requesting possibilities.
Oh, I hit the wrong button there. I actually meant to hit Wave Strike, but that did not happen. All right, well, let's dash. Oh, try to dash out. Let's Wave Strike these guys into the boss for that extra damage. A 7-sided strike to avoid that. Get our Cyclone Strike to group everything up. Just dash out of there so we don't get hit. Oh, I should have used Wave Strike while I dashed out. Bam.
No, not yet, not yet.
I tried to hit 7-sided strike too early.
Have we not suffered enough?
Let's see if I got any upgrades. I did. Some shoulders. Got a belt with better strength. All right. Feels good. I don't remember if there was anything on these sides, so I may as well go look. Some ghost strats, which are gross. Nothing there. And nothing down here. I guess it's better to look and be mildly disappointed that there's no chest or anything than to go through and completely miss out on something. At least that's my thoughts on that. Ooh, can I get all of this grouped up pretty nicely? We got some ranged enemies, but okay, that's pretty good. Bam. I can't wait to get Exploding Palm again to actually get that combo going. 'Cause that combo feels really nice to use. Yeah, you get the big explosion from Wave Strike, which usually kills something. And then on top of that, you get the damage from the Exploding Palm on everything else. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Is there anything there? Because I did just see the wall thing summoning people in. I don't think there's anything down here. Right, let's pull these vermin over here, because I think they have to follow me. Oh, there's a chest. Get the Wave Strike. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Something about that combo feels real nice. Oh, hello, spooky man.
Grant me focus.
Oh, that's right. There's massacre bonuses. I really should be trying to hit those in these dungeons. And getting the long kill streaks because I would level faster. And that is not something I considered until just now, but that actually might be what's contributing to my very quick leveling on the Crusader, because I often use the Draw and Quarter ability to go between packs of monsters, you know, dragging what's left with me, which meant that I was getting pretty high kill streaks going from point A to point B. So we just unlocked the gear rank transfer, as you saw there. Seems like level 19, 20. Yeah, that's an appropriate level to unlock it, because if you get lucky, you know, maybe you get a piece that can actually utilize that. Otherwise, at this point, you're not usually getting enough gear to justify it. This boss is a lot of fun because it's got, you know, different aspects to it that really encourage you to, you know, utilize your full kit and to avoid stuff too. Let's get out of that, please. You know what? Okay, so the ground effect that just happened there with that boss ability, right? It was a giant circle, and then you saw it, you know, slowly fill, which indicated when the ability was actually going to land. That is something that, while not original to WildStar, was a thing that we, like this right here. So like, you know when it's going to fill up. That was something that WildStar did really, really well, was the telegraph system. You always knew when certain abilities were coming and what, you know, when they were going to hit and exactly the area of which they would hit. And it's something that I wish more games would do, because it gives you such a clear, yeah, it's very gamey, but it gives you such a clear idea of what an ability is going to do, how long it's going to take to finish. Like, I don't need to see a cast bar if I can see that it's filling up, right? It's just a nice little UI thing that I wish more games would do, especially MMOs. You know, World of Warcraft has an issue of things being thrown on the ground, like ground effects, but you just not really knowing the exact location of where you can stand on the edge of it. They generally are pretty unclear. And Diablo 3 also has this issue, where things are clear, but if you could see a charge up of stuff like that, then that would be really, really nice. In a very clear fashion like that. Boom, level 20. See, I told you we were gonna hit 20. And we got our exploding palm, so I'm gonna switch out to that in just a moment. Oh, we unlocked legendary gem crafting. I can also now join a clan. Everything, I just unlocked everything at level 20. All right, let's get exploding palm. Wait, oh no, go to exploding palm, hit equip, put it there, boom. Okay, that does reduce our single target damage quite a bit. When did we get Shield of Zen? 28. So we have 8 levels. Considering we were like, what, 13? I think we were level 13 when we started this episode. The fact that we've managed to get to level 20 in that amount of time in what, like 30 something minutes, it's pretty good. I feel like we level really fast, but maybe the Crusader was a tiny bit faster because it's potentially overtuned. Don't quote me on that. I'm not ready to make a claim that the Crusader is overtuned yet. I need to do more testing with the other classes in this particular alpha to kind of feel like what is really powerful and what isn't for leveling. But hey, if it is overtuned for leveling, it's not really that big of a problem, because the game, just like every other Diablo game, doesn't really start until you hit max level. So I'm totally okay with leveling being a little overtuned. It's like the Necromancer in Diablo 3. Necromancer is a bit overtuned for leveling. It's really, really powerful for leveling. But Witch Doctor, on the other hand, has some issues when leveling in a group compared to the Necro. And I think that's fine, because you spend so little of the actual game leveling up compared to going and doing end game content. So that's another thing I need to, you know, balance my thoughts on once we get to that point.
The warmth of life has no place among the damned.
Skeleton King is so cool. Let's not be in that. I do feel like the monk is far superior at mobility, at instant mobility. So like I have way fewer issues getting out of boss abilities than I do on the Crusader. The Crusader, I do feel like every now and again, I just feel like I can't move fast enough.
Bow before your rightful king.
But this feels like it works really, really well. Let's get out of that. If I can save my okay, there we go. So we're gonna get these grouped up. That was actually a really good group from them. Let's do the combo too. Oop, didn't mean to go across the wall and take a bunch of damage, but I did. Can I put EP on him? Oh, come on, I couldn't get out of that. You see what I mean? Like, you don't have a lot of time there. That's not a bad thing. I think it's quite good that the bosses don't, you know, they don't throw no punches. I could not get out of that fast enough. I'm starting. Okay, there we go. We can pick up some health globes though, now that we've gotten down low enough. Get out of there. Oh, that was not the ability I was trying to hit. You know what? I gotta install this on the iPad and see if I fat finger less.
Requesting possibilities.
Ooh, I got really, really screwed there. Alright, we did it.
I shall remember this trespass. How the living will suffer for your treachery.
I love these boss fights. They're so good. That whole dungeon in general is just nice. It feels really good to complete. And it's, you know, it's your first like real dungeon. And I think that they do a good job of giving you a very positive experience. Boom, level 21.
Vast expanse, all things are one.
I told you it gives you a lot of stuff. Battle Pass leveled up, so we get all that. Cool. I can now join a clan. I'm just tapping this so that way it goes away.
Lethis got away. She was right. I couldn't do it. I couldn't kill her. But you can still catch her if you're quick about it.
You're wounded. Let me help you.
No. If she escapes because of me, I won't be able to live with myself. Go. Now.
Okay, let's go kill her. And we have our ultimate ability ready for it too. Let's check our inventory because we got some rare shoulders. Which look funny, but you know. Actually, I quite like the look of our character. I think it's very nice. Yes, thank you for tutorializing all that. Oh, we got more stuff to claim. I don't know what it is about claiming rewards. It just feels fun. I like getting stuff. It's like that dopamine hit of, yes, give me more gold, give me more battle pass points, give me more XP. It's very fun. What do we got here? Fleeting Shrine. Oh my goodness, this is gonna make this real easy if we can get there fast enough. See you later, nerds. Entering a solo dungeon. Oh, did I get rid of my Fleeting Shrine? No! Why?
It's done, Lethis. You will never have Leoric's soul.
You're right. I won't. Instead, allow me to demonstrate what this stone can do in the right hands. My hands.
Sure. Yeah, you do your thing. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this.
Unleash the sky's fury.
We're just gonna go full on punch mode here. Get her out of the first little phase. Push her into the second phase. Cool. Let's grab some health. Let's charge this up. Got the bone golem. Oh man, I could not get out of that. Oh, I got double whammied there. Should I kill the bone golem first, or should I just focus on her? Maybe just focus on her. Oh, I can actually use Cyclone Strike on the Bone Golem. I did not know that. Get wrecked. I knocked him out of it. No, I can't move fast enough. You saw me. I did cast Stashing Strike. I just couldn't hit it fast enough there. I'll pick up the globes. All right, I'm just going to leave the Bone Golem. There's no reason to worry about it. Ugh, come on. It's too fast. I got to be better. Finisher. There we go. See, you didn't even have to worry about him. Feels good. Oh, Zool's down here. I like how he just like shows up like, hey, how's it going?
So, Lethis escaped then. She never was the type to put her life on the line.
What? No, we just fought. I killed her.
Did you know? And yet, dead people tend to leave corpses. They certainly don't explode into bloody mist. They sort of just crumple. No body, not dead. I will have to follow after her. Regardless, I must thank you for your aid, my friend. Blessings of Rathma upon your journey, wherever it may take you.
Under the vast expanse, all things are one.
Hopefully Elder Cain, something. Didn't see that. Now, let me see if the scroll of Westmarch he gave me actually works. Right, before I do that, I am going to open up my inventory and just double check that I didn't have any upgrades. Then we're going to use this. Whoa. So as we mentioned before, they moved up when you get into Westmarch. And here you go. So like you immediately get here after that. Hold on there a moment, stranger. We're speaking with all new arrivals seeking asylum. You don't look like a refugee from Ashwold. What brings you to Westmarch? I'm supposed to meet someone in the city. Another tight-lipped adventurer, I see. Meanwhile, he's surrounded by him. I think that's really funny. You're not the first to step through these gates on business, you know. Oh, all right. Everything checks out. Move along. Keep the pace. Understood. Give me that daily activity stuff, though. Feels nice to collect all that. So, yeah, getting to Westmarch here feels really nice. I knew it had to be you. Been waiting a while for you to show. Charcy would have stayed, but, you know, she's got business to run. I'm sorry, who is Charcy? How do you know me? Oh, forgive me. Haha, I got a little overzealous there. Let's say we all have a mutual friend, a certain scholar, who arrived before you did. Our friend asked us to greet you when you arrived. Listen, Charcy's the one you want to speak with. Find her at the blacksmith, and she'll guide you farther. Welcome to Westmarch, and good luck. Oh, thank you. Is this this has got to be Charcy from Diablo 2. That's all I'm saying. So it wants me to go over here and chat with her, but I did again want to just double check my inventory. I got a resurrection stone. I guess I could make sure that I get all of my stuff gemmed up once I get to that point. I'm pretty close.
Hi there. It's good to see you again.
Right, before I talk to her, we're just gonna boop, boop, get rid of all that. Can I upgrade my shoulders? Let's do that. Bam.
You do the fighting. I'll do the forging.
Oh, daily activities. What did we get? Salvage items. Yeah, we salvaged a bunch there. They give me 35 and 50 back to back. Excuse me, are you Charcy? A man on the bridge implied you would help me find Deckard Cain. It's you're here. Cain is going to be so happy you arrived. Well, let me be among the first to welcome you to Westmarch. Isn't it as grand as the stories say? A city is but a reflection of those who dwell within its walls. One particular occupant interests me at the moment. Where can I find Deckard Cain? Right, of course. Cain has a workshop over to the left of the central square, just beyond the fountain. You know, once you finished up here, I'll join you two. give you a proper introduction to the city.
Be safe, all right?
So this is what I was talking about before, but once you get to Westmarch, or once you got to Westmarch in the technical alpha, there was so much that it unlocked all of a sudden. It was like, you need to do this, you need to do this. Look at the rifts, look at the vendors. It felt like a little too much. Now they break it up. You do the cane thing, you go and do a challenge rift, and then it kind of puts you back into the story, and it just introduces it in a slower manner. And I think that works way, 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 way better